Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
Welcome back. Area producers are scouring their fields, and the same can be said for agriculture students at Lakeland College in Vermilion. And while they're thankful for the recent rainfall, their crops are still facing challenges. Gerard Lampow explains.
This year it's actually quite surprised me how well it's done.
Lakeland College personnel are assessing their crops given the dry start to the growing season. It's the first time the students have planted winter wheat, so there's reason to celebrate.
The yield this year I figure won't be too bad for the year we've had with the drought, and also having a poor snow coverage on this. Winter wheat's kind of susceptible to winter kill.
Some of the other crops in the ground are canola, flax and spring wheat. The spring wheat has fared well, but the flax and canola are showing spotty germination because of the lack of moisture from the start. Some industry partners were also touring the fields looking at the winter wheat.
Well, we're quite excited about it. This variety is called Moats. It's a new variety within the market for growers, and as you can see, it's doing extremely well given the weather conditions, and we're hoping to be harvesting in about 2 weeks.
One of the good things, we're going to see just how well maybe the winter wheat is doing in this drought and compare it with some of the other crops, and we just want to be a part of it. It's a small crop, and so we're looking to put in money into those, those smaller crops just to make sure that if producers want some options, they're here for them.
The partnership gets input as well from Ducks Unlimited, Bayer Crop Science and Richardson International. The students have been doing intensity trials as they manipulate crop inputs to see what mix will produce more cost-effective yields. The dry conditions have presented a positive learning experience.
It's very risky putting all your apples in one basket, and that when you've got your risk spread around, that you won't take as serious a hit.
Gerard Lampow, Newcap News.
Last week, Lloydminster RCMP announced more than a dozen of arrests in relation to a string of vehicle thefts in the area. And while many of those thieves are targeting trucks with aftermarket parts, it still may have caused some in the city to be worried about their vehicles. We sat down with Constable Grant Kersinger earlier this week as he discussed how you can make sure your car or truck isn't on the radar for would-be thieves.
A lot of times thieves are opportunistic. If they come across a situation that is advantageous for them, they're going to take advantage of that. And by that I mean a lot of people will leave their vehicles running, especially in the winter times, or people even just take their keys and just leave them sitting on their seats or tuck them up in the visor. Criminals are going to walk around, they're going to look inside of vehicles and try to find stuff like this. So always proofing your car when you leave is a good idea. Make sure that you don't leave keys around, don't leave a second set inside your console, making sure that you lock your doors all the time. A lot of people think, you know what, I don't need to do that, but it's a really good step to deter that. Sometimes criminals go around, they just try door handles to see what opens up. Another good idea is buying an anti-theft device. Some people know them as like a club that you can put on the steering wheel. If there are a certain type that are being stolen, it is a good idea to take all the efforts that you can to minimize that risk.
And finally, it's summertime, so a lot of people are taking the time now to go camping, go to a lake, sometimes leaving their home empty for weeks at a time. What can they do to make sure their homes or apartments are safe?
If you're going to be gone for a long period of time, it's a good idea to have somebody that you know and trust check on your house on a regular basis. Not just for the criminality aspect of it, but just for the safekeeping of your home. If you're going to leave and you're going to be gone for a long time, there's some different things that you can do. Make sure that you clean up your yard. Make sure that you don't have things laying around that could be taken from you. It's not a bad idea to leave a light on, whether it be the front light or the back light, different things like that.
And we have 2 new animals featured for adoption in this week's Pet Project. Bandit is a 9-month-old Border Collie Cross, and Nino is a 2-year-old domestic short-haired cat. Here's John from the SPCA with more.
Ready? Here, sit. Good boy. Meet Bandit, a 9-month-old Border Collie Cross. Bandit is an energetic and fun-loving pup. He loves nothing more than to be out running and playing fetch. He even knows some basic commands, but is certainly eager and willing to learn. Bandit is a little unsure of new people, but once he gets to know you, he wants nothing more than to be by your side. Since he's easily excited, he would be better suited for a home with older children. If you are looking for a loyal companion to be your new best friend, come to the SPCA and meet him today. Just show off that beautiful face, mister. Meet Nino, a 2-year-old domestic short-haired cat. He may look a little grumpy, but don't let that fool you. This cat just adores people. Within seconds of meeting you, he'll be stretched out, kneading and purring, just waiting for your attention. Nino would be the perfect cat to have his own Instagram or Facebook page and would probably love all the attention and fame. This unique fellow is an absolute gem that is sure to steal your heart. Don't miss out on taking this amazing cat home. Come to the SPCA and meet him today.